Norwood now offers a low-cost, entry-level sawmill, the Frontier OS-27. With the Frontier OS-27, you can unlock the hidden value in your own trees, work with exotic species of wood, create unique dimensions, like veneer or super-wide planks and beams, and you can build the projects you've been dreaming about. 2 years of design went into this rugged little sawmill. The result? It's tough, versatile, and affordable. Take a look at the Frontier OS-27 in action, and you'll quickly see the possibilities. The OS-27 is a workhorse. It can handle logs up to 27 inches in diameter and mill boards and beams up to 22 inches wide. Standard, you can mill lumber 11.5 feet long. Mill longer boards by simply adding available extensions. The Frontier is operated at ground level for easy loading of logs. Leveling feet are standard. 2 sets of long and short log posts are provided. For square timber, built-in backstops securely hold your timber in place, and cam dogs clamp down low. These features allow you to mill within 1 inch of the bed. The OS-27 shares many of the same features as the flagship Norwood sawmills, such as the patented self-locking saw head that eliminates tedious and time-consuming labor. Each complete turn of the handle provides precise 1-inch boards. The scale with built-in kerf allowance eliminates the guesswork. Simply set your height and saw. What could be easier? A lumber production scale to calculate your board production is also included. An additional depth of cut adjustment system is provided to help judge first cuts. Safety systems, such as an emergency stop, are built in. A rugged 13 horsepower Briggs engine muscles through softwood and hardwood logs alike. A blade lubrication system is standard to keep your blades pitch-free and cool. A single-action control simultaneously throttles up the engine and blade, same as the Norwood mills. Dual guide rollers support the blade through the cut and are fixed to suit the full capacity of the mill. Move the blade through the cut and feel your board smoothly and effortlessly coming off your mill. And consider the versatility. You can transport your Frontier sawmill from one site to the next. Equipped with the optional trailer package, the OS-27 tows easily behind your ATV, car, or truck. The trailer comes complete with subframe, adjustable support legs, and removable tow bar. Add the trailer system now or get it later. Either way, your options are open. You can update your sawmill to be fully portable when the time is right for you.
Making things should be easy. Shaper Origin is a perceptive handheld power tool that makes sure your cuts are exactly where you want them, so you can focus on turning your idea into a finished product. Origin uses a visual marker system to orient itself to the workpiece. Simply apply shaper tape around the area to be cut and scan the surface to generate a map. Once you place your design, Origin knows what you want to cut and watches the workpiece to stay oriented to the plan. Precision motors continuously fine-tune the spindle's position as you follow your design, keeping cuts precise and on track. Origin remembers its position, so you can pause and restart your work. If you move too far off course, the blade automatically retracts, leaving you with a clean result. There are 3 ways to create with Origin. Select from the standard design software you already use, download plans from Shaper Hub, or design with the tool itself. No computer required. Origin acts as a drawing tool, so you can intuitively design directly on the workpiece. Bring Origin anywhere. Work at any scale with a variety of materials. Simple, smart, small. Introducing the world's first handheld CNC.
When you're building cabinets, cases, and boxes, holding the pieces in position during assembly can be one of the biggest challenges. The Craig 90-degree corner clamp simplifies the assembly process by aligning and holding corners and partitions at perfect 90-degree angles, so you have both hands free to add fasteners. Unlike some corner clamps that can be cumbersome to use, the 90-degree corner clamp is simple. Plus, it works with 90-degree butt joints and T-joints used to attach shelves and partitions. All you have to do is squeeze the padded handles, and the clamp's cast aluminum wedge and V-shapes draw tight against the inside and outside faces of the joint. This holds the 2 pieces at exactly 90 degrees. A reversible corner stop makes it easy to align the mating pieces in the clamp, while edge stops cast into the outer V help ensure that the edges will be flush and aligned too. With the clamp holding the joint securely together, you can add the fasteners. The 90-degree corner clamp works great for building with Craig pocket hole joinery. It even has access points in the outer V that allow you to drive a Craig screw with the clamp still in position. Openings in the outer V also make it easy to attach the joint with the brad nailer, or even to drill and drive conventional wood screws. The 90-degree corner clamp is great for building drawers, cases, boxes, and more because it works with thin materials and lumber up to 1 inch thick. And thanks to Craig's AutoMax auto-adjusting technology, you never have to readjust the clamp when you move from one material thickness to another. Just squeeze the clamp handles and AutoMax technology does the rest, applying the perfect amount of easy-to-regulate clamping pressure to the joint every time and with every material thickness.
Remember when you had to smooth out those joists? When you needed to easily fix a stubborn door or make 2 uneven boards flush? Now you can do all this and more with the Win electric hand planer. The 6-amp motor provides up to 34,000 cuts per minute through even the hardest of woods. While most of our competitors have a maximum depth of 5/64 of an inch, the Win planer exhibits 16 positive stops in 1/128 inch increments to fine-tune your cuts anywhere up to 1/8 of an inch deep. The Win electric hand planer also comes with a handy dust collection bag that can be attached to either the right or left-hand side of the planer, an adjustment wrench with onboard storage, a kickstand to protect your blade, a rabbiting guide to help measure the depth of your rabbets, and a parallel fence for making perfectly straight cuts. The base of the plate even has a V-shaped groove to help make chamfering the corners of your wood easier than ever. And if you have a dust extractor, you can plug it right into either side of your unit to maximize the collection of sawdust and keep your work area clean. Remember when you had a reliable planer that gave you years of quality service?
Remember when?
The secret to great projects is perfect cuts, and with the Craig AccuCut, making those perfect cuts is easier than you ever imagined. With the AccuCut, you eliminate the hassles, inaccuracies, and inconsistencies of needing to mark a long cut line and then trying to freehand the saw along it. Just make a couple of marks and then align the edge of the AccuCut's precision guide track with the marks. Whether you're making cross cuts, rip cuts, or angled cuts, the AccuCut transforms your ordinary circular saw into a high-performance, track-guided cutting system that you can use to make straight, accurate, splinter-free cuts in plywood, MDF, and other large sheets quickly, accurately, and effortlessly. And because the AccuCut is portable, you can make these high-quality, worry-free cuts anywhere by taking your saw to the material instead of having to bring your material to the saw. In most applications, you don't even need to clamp the track down, thanks to anti-slip strips that hold the track in place exactly where you place it. That track guides the AccuCut's universal sled. It accepts most any circular saw, whether the blade is on the left or the right, and mounting your saw is quick and easy. The universal sled can also be used on the Craig Rip Cut. With your saw mounted to the sled and the precision guide track in place on your plywood, cutting with the AccuCut is simple. All you have to do is guide the sled along the track. Grooves in the sled ensure that the saw track's perfectly straight. Plus, the sled positions the saw blade so it hugs tight to the edge of the guide track. That way, your cut is perfectly aligned with the edge of the sled. The strips that hold the track in place also provide an anti-chip edge that hugs tight to your saw blade. That strips minimize rough, chipped-out edges by holding the fragile face layer in place to prevent your saw blade from lifting and tearing the surface as you cut. To make cutting even easier, the AccuCut is also equipped with a convenient starting block. It positions and aligns your saw so you can start your cuts confidently. With these great features, the AccuCut makes cutting plywood and large panels easy and predictable. Whether you're cross-cutting sheets, making rip cuts up to 48 inches long, or you're cutting across the sheet at an angle, all you have to do is set your saw on the track and make a straight, accurate, splinter-free cut every time.
The Benchtop Bench Cookie, the new non-slip bench pad that lifts, grips and protects your work. Bench cookies work well around sawdust and even hold a workpiece securely while belt sanding with a 60 grip belt. They raise the workpiece 1 inch above the work surface to provide clearance for bearings on a router bit, while at the same time holding it securely so you can route the edge without clamps. Bench cookies are the perfect way to provide clearance for staining and finishing an edge. The rubber surface protects the workpiece from damage during sanding, finishing, or during assembly.